Hello Capricorns and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your mid to the end of February as well as Valentine's Day love reading for singles and coupled Capricorns. Okay guys? So check out your sun, moon, and rising videos for your mid-month love readings as well as your overall general and love readings for the month of February 2019. Those are all up, as well as your weeklies. And your 2019 to 2020 yearly is actually up as well if you want those big messages too. So check those all out for some more in-depth messages about what you'll be going through this year. And alrighty, Capricorns. So this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It is not meant to and will not resonate with every single Capricorn out there. That's why it's important to remember that we are not just our sun sign. Also, guys, if you're a subscriber, please do take advantage of the $6 off love readings. So again, you can take $6 off of any love reading that you book in the month of February if you are a subscriber. And if you haven't, please do subscribe and share. It helps the channel, and it really helps me out. So thank you, guys. Alrighty, Capricorns. So, all month, or actually, sorry, after the 14th, active practicality will be assuming overriding importance in our lives. All month, Venus has been making advances on Capricorn, Saturn, and Pluto, strengthening the appeal of law, order, traditional security, and stability. So as Mars moves into Taurus on February 14th, which is Valentine's Day, and the Virgo full moon on the 19th coincides with that culminating clinch of Venus, Saturn, and Pluto. We're going to have this cosmic demand hitting us to apply our energy and our will to create more of whatever makes us feel safe in the material world. It's really going to become an imperative in our life at that time. That may come about in terms of our homes, financial security, food, relationships. So resist the allure of any tempting promises that may distract from any harsh realities that are coming up now, okay? Alright, so that's my little astrological tidbit there for love. So let's see, Capricorn singles from, oh, just came out too many cards and they're both face down. So let's see, Capricorn singles for Valentine's Day and mid to the end of February. Capricorn singles. Six of Swords, actually, I think it was Sagittarius that also got this, but it was reversed, and so did Libra actually. So check out their readings if you have any placements in those signs or if you're dealing with any of those signs, cross-watching or whatever. Let's see what else is coming up here for my Capricorn singles. Mid to the end of February for love. What will be happening? Goddesses of love, romance angels, archangels. Single Capricorns experiencing, wow, the sun. Beautiful. Yay. Happiest card in the deck finally makes an appearance. Yay, I've been waiting for this. Alright, Capricorn singles, what else is coming in for you in terms of love? Mid to the end of February for my single Capricorns. Three of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, you guys actually got a fourth card out too. It like forced its way out, so I'm not going to ignore it. You and Libra both got 4 cards. Interesting. Alright, so let's look at these guys. Let's get some clarifiers. You get Three of Pentacles and the Magician right there. Alright, clarify the Six of Swords here for my Capricorn singles for love and relationships. Let's clarify the Six of Swords. To bring up this energy for their love lives, we're getting Queen of Swords. Alright, the Sun. Clarify the Sun for my Capricorn singles. Sorry, actually I wanted to leave this upright. I don't know why I went to go flip it because it came out upright. Sorry about that. King of Pentacles. I almost just like, you guys were like, you trying to do me dirty here? No. I'm not trying to do you dirty, Capricorn. Alright, Three of Pentacles, the Magician. Three of Pentacles. Clarify the Three of Pentacles and the Magician here for my Capricorns. Eight of Pentacles and the Magician. Clarify the Magician. What's that bring in terms of love and relationships? Love and relationships. My single Capricorns. The Page of Swords. Wonderful. Okay, so this is a nice love reading. Put these cards down because I always end up knocking the whole thing over on accident. The Six of Swords to me is a moving forward type of energy. We're moving on from something, maybe even from a past negative situation. If we have had some issues in relationships, or even, again, we're single. This is for my single Capricorns, or those in complicated relationships. So it does feel like we're moving on from a situation here. We could have had a conversation with somebody here with that Queen of Swords and the Sun, but it does feel like something was evened out. Maybe having to do with the Libra, or a Capricorn, sorry, a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, but I don't know, this feels more like your energy here in the center. This is, I always see the Sun as also a Leo type energy, so again, if we're dealing with any Leos, that might be coming up there. However, I just feel like something is coming to light here. There's something to celebrate because we have moved on. And I don't know if you guys have seen your weeklies or your monthly for this month here, but it has been all about releasing something. Releasing somebody, releasing an ex type of situation, or a situation that did not work out here, and allowing yourself to finally come to terms with that, to see it for what it is, in order, and to build upon something new. We're building up a new foundation for ourselves. It feels like we're feeling a lot more strong, a lot more stable. We have something to celebrate here as well in terms of love. We could even be meeting somebody through work, and that's what's, creating a foundation for a relationship here. The Magician and the Page of Swords here indicate that if we want to make this happen, we might want to message them over social media, texting, calling. Sometimes I see the Page of Swords as very quick forms of communication. And with the Magician, it's saying, if we want to make this relationship happen, if we meet somebody at work and you're like, wow, this person's really amazing, it's time for me to move on. I finally moved on here in the middle of the month here. You might be meeting somebody again through work here, feeling really amazing about what you moved on from. That's really what I have to just stress here is you guys have built yourselves a new foundation, mind, body, soul. It feels like you guys have cleansed something here, that there has been a release, a really important release of some past relationship that needed to be let go of, or a past situation, maybe even an ex, I'm getting for some of you. But it just feels so nice. I don't know, do you guys just feel like refreshed, like you're ready for whatever is coming next now? You're feeling successful, happy, really grounded. You're really thriving in all this earthy energy right now where we're grounding ourselves. We're like, I need to work up my life here so that I can bring in that love that I want, that long-term relationship, or whatever it is that you want in a relationship. You're working very hard towards that. And again, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you might be meeting somebody at work and developing a really nice, relationship so far with them, and you're just like, oh, maybe we could take this from friends to the next level here. So it kind of could be that. That Six of Swords, though, again, there's just moving away from negativity. I just really, really love that. I really want to stress that you guys are moving away from negativity towards happiness, success, everything coming together here. I love the Sun because, it puts a highlight on everything. It's just like a sense of growth and harmony, growth away from a negative situation. We've moved on from something here. We've spent enough time on regrets, on harping over the same old spilled milk here that was probably happened like years ago. We're leaving behind bad memories. We're leaving behind negative people. We're changing locations even for some of us. Some of us could be moving. And we could be really finding that home, finding that space there where we're really enjoying ourselves and we get to meet somebody new. So again, for those of us here who are starting new jobs, starting something new here, it kind of feels like a few of you might be meeting somebody at work. And starting to communicate with them. There's not a lot of love-heavy energy here, but there is a sense of meeting somebody maybe through work, and because you guys have worked on yourselves here, you're putting out a whole different energy, and I just love it. It's just like, wow, you're feeling... your self-worth has increased in a way. It's like you guys have stopped the pity party, and you're suddenly like, you know what, I am amazing. I'm happy, I'm accepting myself. I accept my life. I accept this situation. I don't feel like I need to be obsessing over changing the past or changing somebody from my past or even changing myself because of something that happened in the past. It just feels like a sense of arrival, a sense of, again, acceptance of yourself, acceptance of a situation. It's an excellent omen for any type of future happiness and love here. Again, this month we're going to be basking in it. We might even be really coming across very attractively, very sexually, very just sensually, very beautiful. Like, I don't know, you guys are just really like earthy, sexy, amazing energy here. There could have a Libra or a Taurus here, maybe an Aquarius as well, or a Gemini. I mean, this could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I'm getting more of a Taurus energy here. I'm getting more of a Libra or an Aquarius energy here. Maybe a Gemini, but there is just really, it's like we've moved on from something, maybe having to do with one of those, with this sign at least, and maybe with an air sign. We've moved on from a situation there. We're seeing something for what it is. We're accepting what has happened, and we're no longer holding any resentment, anger, frustration, even within ourselves, you know, even at ourselves, you know. This is really, really beautiful. Wow. Okay, so my single Capricorns. Let's get some Love Angel Oracle cards from my Doreen Virtue deck. All right, Love Angels. Again, this is my classic Rider-Waite deck, if I didn't mention that earlier. For those that are wondering. All right, love for Valentine's Day for my single Capricorns. What will they be experiencing in terms of love on Valentine's Day? What is going on? Forgiving and learning. Oh my God. God, this is like the card of February, I have to say. Some things are coming back for us to deal with again. I don't know, all these supermoons, all these eclipses and big energies, the big lunar energy that's coming up here is like, and that will be coming up for the next six months. You can really thank that Leo supermoon total lunar eclipse. You can really thank that, you know, with the Aquarius 0 degrees. So maybe that's when you started to realize this and we started to let go and release. And now it's like full circle. You're forgiving, you're learning from it. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Amazing. All right, so let's check out love from the middle of February, moving on to the end of February, mid-February to the end of February for my beautiful, wonderful Capricorns. The love angels have to say, the archangels, the goddesses of love, Aphrodite. You have to say, oh my God, finances and career. Again, there's something to do with career here. Weird. Guys, these cards are so on point. I freaking love them. I don't know, my oracle cards always come forward just the best messages. I love them. All right, forgiving and learning. All right, the romance angels have heard your desire for great love, and they bring you this card as guidance. They see that your heart can give and receive the bliss of romance by clearing away the cobwebs of the past. The angels know that you've been hurt before and that you're wary of being hurt again. Yet your defenses are creating barriers to allowing love into your life. As you heal your past, you won't keep recreating it. After all, you attract into your life the situations and relationships that remind you of what you've already experienced, because that is a primary tool of healing. To change to a healthier relationship pattern, it's necessary to detoxify any old anger, blame, or unforgiveness that you may be holding. This includes forgiving yourself. If you call upon the angels and ask them to help you release and heal your past, they'll clear away the heaviness so that your heart can soar with happiness. Beautiful. All right, let's look at finances and career. Finances and career. Where is that on here? Gosh. All right. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Money and love have historically been linked, and this card points to this correlation. The romance angels want to disentangle you from financial or career pressures so that you may enjoy every aspect of your life, including romance. While work can be a source of heart-opening satisfaction, it must be balanced with other facets of love, such as playfulness and laughter. You receive this card because you'd benefit from an infusion of such lightheartedness. Call upon the angels to elevate your mood, energy levels, finances, career, and anything else that will bring you peace. And for me personally, this is also saying that while you're working, focusing on yourself, I don't know, I'm personally getting the message that that might be through work or through working with somebody that you are finding love here, that you're finding somebody to connect with, somebody that just like, it just all comes together. You guys are having a real coming together moment here of just like, you know, you're forgiving, you're learning, you're moving forward. It's just really beautiful here, Capricorns. Alrighty, so I'm going to pause this and move on to the coupled Capricorns now. Thank you guys so much. Do check out your pick a card love reading for what's coming in for you in February, as well as your monthlies, your weeklies, and don't forget your yearly for 2019 to 2020. Thank you guys so much, and if you want to book a private reading, all the information is right below. Alright, coupled Capricorns. Alrighty, coupled Capricorns. So let's look at coming in for you with my Hobbit Tarot for love, okay? This is my Hobbit Tarot deck because I love J.R. Tolkien more than life itself. Okay, so let's see. It's coming in for my coupled Capricorns, those in relationships. Please allow the messages to come through from the romance angels, archangels, Mother Earth, Universal Spirit. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Aphrodite, goddess of love, for being present and here with us today. All right, Capricorn couples. Coming in for you for February 14th, Valentine's Day, and middle to the end of February. Moon, interesting. There's Gollum and the moon. All right, let's see what else is coming out for you guys. In terms of love. Sorry, I wanted to make sure it was focused there. I noticed it was a little bit off. Alright, love, relationships, all my coupled, all my monogamous, all my married and coupled and in relationship. Whoa, okay, Capricorns. I didn't expect that. I thought I was done with all the pain with Leo and Virgo. Coupled Capricorns, what's happening here? Is this leading in terms of love and relationships? Ooh, King of Swords, okay. So there might be, I don't know, let's get some clarifiers here. Let's get a couple clarifiers for you guys. Let's clarify the moon here for my Capricorns. Clarify the moon for my coupled Capricorns, my Capricorns and their relationships. Let's bring this up in terms of love. Clarify the messages of the moon for love for my coupled Capricorns. What's popping out here? Queen of Wands. Three of Swords. Clarify the Three of Swords. My coupled Capricorns here. What's happening with Three of Swords for my coupled Capricorns? I think one's going to fly out. That's why I'm not pulling one. Love and relationship. Clarify the message of the Three of Swords. Let's bring this up. Oh, I knew it. It's Ten of Wands. Okay. King of Swords. King of Swords for my coupled Capricorns. Clarify the messages for my coupled Capricorns. Do check out your February 2019 monthly reading. If you guys haven't, there's a lot of big messages, big transitions there. And your weeklies have been extremely intense, Capricorn. I remember last week's was, or you know, the week that we're in now actually, it's been big energy this week. So do go check that out as well. I know that I was like, wow. All right, there we get the Two of Coins. Okay. So let's look at this here. There's definitely a sense of stress, heartbreak, pain, tension here. We'll see if it really means in terms of a breakup. I'm going to get one more clarifier for that because I know you guys are like, but is that a breakup? Okay, Three of Swords, Ten of Wands. Clarify this energy here. Energy of the Three of Swords, Four of Wands. I'm just going to like, sorry that this isn't as pretty as it should be. I have to stack them, but fortunately, my camera thing doesn't go up that high. All right, Three of Swords. Continue to clarify the Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, what this means for my coupled Capricorns. What does this mean for their relationships and what is happening in their relationships here? The Sun. Some of you guys, I think, are working past this. I don't think that this is so much a breakup as it is something coming out here. So again, if we've had anxiety, stresses, worries, or again, if we were worried that maybe somebody was cheating on us or was interested in somebody else, that's coming out. We're talking about it here. We're talking about our hurt. We're talking about the pain. We've been carrying this too much. I don't think that's the case for many of you. That might just be like one Capricorn that had to pop out there for. But the moon to me is all about illusion. I mean, that's the Piscean card, and we do move into Pisces. The sun moves into Pisces, I think it's the 18th. And then we have that super moon in Virgo. So again, there's a lot of energy being thrown up right now. There's a lot of energy so far in 2019 that is bringing up these revelations. And again, that Leo full moon and total lunar eclipse is still bringing out revelations. Whenever I see the Sun card, I feel very strongly reminded of this recently. I mean, it's not for every single reading that I do, but it's definitely coming out that way for you guys. So maybe that brought up something for you. That probably brought up a revelation, some type of knowledge, something maybe you didn't really want to deal with. And again, those are the types of revelations that are coming up at this time. They will be for the next 6 months. So don't be surprised when you're having all these surprising revelations and things coming to light and feelings coming out. And you're like, wow, I did not understand this before, and now here it is. So now you're understanding, you're having clarity about why this feeling was here and why you were carrying this. For some of us, with that moon and Queen of Wands energy there, it's illusory behavior, like illusions of your fears that are here. Again, she knows, the Queen of Wands, it's interesting because the Queen of Wands knows what she wants. She knows where her true loyalties lie. She usually brings this upbeat energy, someone who gives out sex appeal, brings out the goodness in others, brings out energy in others. However, I also see her as very much a driving energy, drive something forward. So again, we could be carrying too much because we've been like, no, I got this, I got this, I got this for so long. It's becoming exhausting to be in this energy here, and we're starting to get frustrated because maybe we're really not communicating how we feel about carrying all this. Maybe we've taken on a role that is not really us here, and it's not working out well for us here. The moon is also again saying to keep your feet on the ground, because under the moon we can really lose touch with reality. Fears can come to life, they can overtake us. You know, everything is coming up too much. You know, fantasies can even seem real enough to take us away here. We're not living in the now when I see the moon, because again, things are not what they seem under the moon. Okay, we need to tap into our emotions to guide us. We need to be expressing ourselves here, because there's definitely something that has been carried too long here with this Ten of Wands energy and this in the Three of Swords. Like we're feeling heartbroken, we're feeling frustrated. Maybe we've been carrying things so much and carrying the burden in our relationship to a point, or again, even if it has nothing to do with carrying it within our relationship, it's showing up maybe in terms of work or something. We're so busy, we're so overworked, we're so on the ball with everything else that it's starting to become too stressful for us. We're getting stuck up in our head about love. We're getting into a negative place about it. And if we don't communicate with that Three of Swords energy, then we can expect heartbreak. We can expect painful disappointments, truths. There's also feelings of jealousy. So maybe we're feeling a little bit jealous at this time, feeling frustrated, wanting to communicate our feelings, but also being thwarted when something comes out. We could also find out that maybe the way we've been acting has been hurting somebody here. However, I think this is more of a need for you guys to communicate your feelings, be upfront, be clear about it. We need to have a better balance of work and play here, or within a situation. For very, very few of you, I am getting that this might be, that you might find out that your partner or somebody, you know, you might be interested in somebody else, and you might be feeling really confused and stressed and weird about it, and you might be finally either telling that person or your partner about it and making a decision here. The Two of Coins is balancing things out, figuring out what is the best move here. How can I possibly make this work here? This is a balancing card here where they're thinking about, you know, what do we do? How do we make this all work out here? How can we really be agile here in handling what's going on? There's a juggling type of energy here. We're exploring our options, and we're being confident in understanding how change can really be met with the events that can be sculpted to create positive outcomes within our relationship. So we need to balance things out here, because right now we're maybe working ourselves into the bone, to the ground, and even though we think that we're carrying all this burden, being like this amazing leader here, what we're really creating here is all this stress, anxiety, loss of sleep. We're not seeing things clearly by, you know, and maybe we're working too hard and we're focusing so much on work that we're unwilling to see what's really going on here in terms of our relationship and in terms of our love life. So there's a need to take a break here to communicate, to really say no also when somebody's giving you too much. Again, if your partner is a Pisces or a fire sign here, Aries, Leo, Sag, there is a need to tell this person, hey, you might be putting a little bit too much on my plate here. This is great and everything, but I'm tired here. Or again, maybe they're talking to you about something that they've kept within here, and it's bringing up a lot of and maybe you felt it coming again. But sometimes I see the moon as like an impending anxiety card. You can sense that there's something coming here. There's some pain that is coming out. There's definitely a heartbreak moment that is coming out here, unfortunately, guys. And I wish we could avoid it, but you cannot avoid that when that happens, unfortunately. When the Three of Swords comes up, it's not really avoidable. I mean, it is if you communicate your feelings, if we're upfront and we deal with this and we don't, you know, get so stuck up in our heads here and get so overly emotionally attached to something before we even speak it out. It's kind of like that. Before we even speak it out loud, that, you know, it's coming out in a bad way. So again, ground yourself in reality and communicate in a positive way, because sometimes the Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands energy with communication can come off as very harsh. Like, how could you have, like, put me in this position? I feel terrible. Like, I'm stressed out. You don't even care about me and what I do here. It's all that kind of energy here. And again, if you can expect heartbreak unless we really communicate our feelings here. We need to have honesty within our relationships. That's really what's saying. Be transparent. Be open-hearted so that we can connect here. We want to get to this sun. I mean, this is the happiest card in the deck right next to the Three of Swords. So if you want to heal this and work it out, balance it out, a balancing act needs to be, we need to be balancing out something within our relationships here. And I think it has to do with, you know, who's you know, making the most money, not making the most money, but who is contributing the most. And that kind of issue can come up here in terms of money, in terms of, you know, who's doing this and that. Maybe this person has been cleaning or something like that. Whatever this argument is, we need to be totally transparent with how we feel. We need to be upfront and, you know, let nothing hide in the dark here. Relationships should be this. When the sun comes out, nothing is in the shadows. Everything is out there and you can see it and we can deal with it. And we can make the necessary adjustments after we have seen this clearly in order to balance this out, juggle the situation a little bit better here. Because there is happiness, there is connection, there's love here, but we have to be willing to talk about this feeling, to not let it build up to this point here, okay? You know, unfortunately, life is full of times like this, and all we can really do is realize our human limitations in terms of emotions and, you know, how much we can really carry here. Realize that you are human, you have limitations. You're allowed to feel frustrated and sad sometimes, but don't let it come out in a negative way if it just involves, you know, communicating. Communicate, okay? Ooh, all right. Okay, a couple of Capricorns. Let's get a Love Angel Romance card here from my Doreen Virtue deck for Valentine's Day. Then we'll get one for middle to the end of the month, okay? Messages for my Capricorns for Valentine's Day for love. For my Capricorns here. For Valentine's Day. For my couple Capricorns. All right, what's this? Reconciliation. Beautiful, guys. So yeah, come back together. Don't let this feeling override the situation. Reconciliation from someone from your past is returning to your life. Sometimes I see reconciliation, though, as coming back into connection and happiness with your partner. However, maybe that's what this whole situation is. Maybe somebody's coming back in. Maybe an ex is coming back in here. I mean, it could be one of these signs. I'm not going to attach them to that, but it could be an ex coming back in to try to get things going with you, and you're like, not interested. I'm with somebody. All right, message from the middle to the end of February for love and relationships for my couple Capricorns here. Getting to know each other. Amazing. This has been coming up a lot here, so I do feel like a lot of honest, frank discussions, getting to know our partners a little bit better, you know, talking to them like, you know, when we first started, when we were first getting to know them, you know. Okay, anyways, reconciliation. Let's look at that for Valentine's Day. All right. This card indicates that an ex-lover may be re-entering your life. The first person you think of is likely who it will be. The purpose of this reconciliation is to achieve healing and closure with respect to your past. You will understand more about yourself and see your relationship patterns more clearly. You'll also take responsibility for the role you played in the relationship's drama, which will free you from the tyranny of unforgiveness. Reconciliations are ultimately about taking care of unfinished business. This card could also possibly mean making peace with a family member or friend. Each relationship is a sacred learning experience, so be open to this reunion's lessons and blessings. Ultimately, all healings help your love life and every other part of your world. And then we get getting to know each other as the main message here for middle to the end here. And we get the romance angels are guiding you to create intimacy with your partner by revealing your true feelings, your dreams, and your desires, and the other innermost aspects of yourself. You discover commonalities and learn new ways of relating. So that's really amazing and so poignantly just like, oh my God, I almost just threw the card on the ground. But this is so much, you know, that is this energy. That is the exact energy there that I was talking about. If you're presently in a relationship, this card is a message of healing through honest dialogue. This is particularly true if you've stuffed down feelings instead of discussing them with your partner. Perhaps sitting together with a counselor will give you the strength and support to admit them. Regardless, this card clearly guides you toward holding deep and honest discussions for the benefits of your love life. Wow. Okay, amazing. Perfect messages, Capricorn. All right, so do check out your monthlies for February as well as your weeklies. And do check out that Pick a Card Love reading if you guys are interested for the month of February. And also your 2019 to 2020 reading is up as well if you guys want to check out your whole year ahead of you. Thank you, Capricorn, so much. And again, if you haven't, please do subscribe and share. And if you want to book a love reading this month as a subscriber, you can take $6 off of any love reading you book. Again, all that information is right below this video in my description box. Have a beautiful rest of February, my Capricorns.